forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Still going. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tyjae Spears,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Point after try forthcoming. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Jaguars take over.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
That strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The Jaguars at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, They've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gibson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready?
And here's a give to Spears. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. 19 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. 19 Tigers.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hand off to Spears. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The Spears with another carry.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
The slot man in motion right. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Headed straight is Pacheco.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down,
Gibson. To the right side and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Alert!
Another
Alert!
shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Cowboys 13.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Let's go now. Broncos switch.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
3 plays
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Gibson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Gibson. This is caught. It's Brown. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They've got to get to the line quick. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Bravo 80. Warriors 17. 18, Pioneer.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Donovan Ezeraku in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff running through the middle. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gibson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Gibson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Have the 60. Have the 60. Take over.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a 13-play drive in total. That it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Hey.
Looking to put a drive together.
60 by 30.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down.
Reload.
1st and 10 at the 48.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
51 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Yaya Diaby
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how did you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Escapes the sack.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw here. Fights through him. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw.
It's Dennis Pickens, complete.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Ready?
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That's good.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Hey,
They'll look to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bates.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
Another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Final minute. 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a pickup of 3.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the Jags down 24-21, 23 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Gibson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw. Gibson.
Pass complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds with a first down with 11 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
This is first and 10.
Let's go.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 24 all. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 33. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
Go!
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's a give up the middle. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rose.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10.
And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jaguars, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.